everybody, it's Angelique coming to you live from the Shoe Chick Art Studio in fabulous downtown Las Vegas. And I am the Shoe Chick because when you paint with me, kids in Africa get shoes. You may know my theme song by now, but I'm going to do it, and I hope you learn it and possibly sing along with me next time. Everybody said I've been such a bright light through these dark times that I really took it to heart, and this is my theme song, This Little Light of Mine. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. As I always say, super big deal because I'm not a singer, but it fills my spirit to sing that song because I brought so much light into people's lives, and just by doing the paint parties, I had no idea, and it's grown to be so much more. I think I've done about 30 lives or so now, and built an inventory of paintings that you can find on Angelique Paints here on Facebook. Or you can find a YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, Angelique Paints. But that's enough about me. You guys are here to, you ladies probably, are here to paint African pot. I don't know what to call her. I was going to call her African pothead, but it just seemed like disrespectful, you know. Because this is a beautiful painting. I really like it because, like that giraffe painting that we did, uses the same four basic colors. Red and yellow, which is going to make orange, white and black. So white is just for the sun, basically. Love the silhouettes. I have traced it for you. Either you pick it up curbside or I mail it to you. Yes, I ship. So just so you know that. What we're going to do first, because I can babble on forever, is we're going to do the light coat of water. Either you have a brush like this or you have a sponge brush that looks a little something like this. Whatever you have, whatever your biggest brush is, I'm going to use this today. If you have this type of brush, you want to pull on it and get all the loose bristles free. You're going to go into your water. You're going to apply a light coat of water over the entire canvas to activate the canvas so it's ready to accept paint, because that's what we always do. Some artists do the underpainting where they prep the canvas, not underpaint. They prep that canvas by applying gesso, or they paint it all white. In the paint and sip world, we just apply a light coat of water. We don't want it dripping. I don't know if y'all saw that. Mine was dripping in some spots. If it's dripping, just gonna pat it dry just a little bit. Don't worry about washing off the trace lines because that's not gonna happen because it's a little bit more than just pencil, okay? Now, let's examine our reference photo. For those of you who have not painted with me before, it's my objective to take you about 90% through the painting, give you the lay of the land. And then you complete the painting on your own, and of course, tag, share, post, because that's another thing that fills my spirit. So anyway, if you examine this painting, it's really probably one of the easiest paintings that I do. We're going to do the background all yellow. We're going to blend in a little red to make orange. We graduate it gradually smooth out the color, kind of like backwards actually, darker, lighter. And then we're going to do the silhouette, paint in the silhouette of the lady, the African lady, and then the very last thing is using the white paint to make that sun glow, okay? So, I think maybe I might go a little fast, and if I do, I recommend that you watch the whole thing and then go back and pause it as you read. Okay, so I'm going into my yellow paint. I'm going to paint the entire background yellow. I'm going to use horizontal strokes to kind of give the feel of the horizon of the sun. So what I'm going to do is, it doesn't matter really where you start. Quite a bit of yellow paint on my brush right there. And I kind of like my pants today. I didn't get it on my pencil. Okay, so we're painting with acrylic paint today. In your kit came an apron. Put that apron on if you're worried about your clothes. It will wash very easily off your skin, not so easily out of your clothes unless you address it right away, not so easily out of your carpet. Now you can outline her first and then pull all your brush strokes out from that. Or I just really went all in, just kind of painting around her. Which is kind of unusual, because usually I do it like an outline. But I didn't today. And what I mean by outliner is like I outline her first and then I paint in the background. But not a whole lot to her. She's a stick figure. She's not going to look like a stick figure when we're done. I'm actually maybe getting a little yellow inside of the outline, and that's okay because we're going to paint her black and all that's going to get covered up. I just don't want it to be like a white glow around her. And I can still see my trace lines as I'm doing these horizontal strokes. Right? And the reason why I'm going into her body like that, like I said, I don't want it to be like white glow around her. I want it to kind of flow, the paint to kind of blend in. I'm leaving a little bit of white over here. You can actually draw like a little circle with your yellow paintbrush to leave a little area for the sun. If you forget to do that, that's okay. We can still paint over it white when it dries. But I want to leave a little area for the sun glow. I don't think you need to chalk that out. We chalk out things a lot, but I think you can get that. That's going to be my sun over there. Okay? So this painting, you shouldn't be stressed out at all. You can add a lot of things to this painting though. You can really like go all in on that pot and make it really cool looking, you know? So I'm painting the sides of my canvas as we always do so that you can hang up your masterpiece. And what inspired me to do this painting? People ask me that. I want to find simple paintings that people don't intimidate people to want to paint. And I think this is one of those when you get done with it, you're like, huh, that's pretty good. Right? Alright. So, all yellow. Now, if you take a look at your reference photo, it's kind of darker at the bottom, and then it kind of gets lighter and lighter and lighter. Now, there's a couple ways that we can do this, and I don't have my mixing tray here. So I'm going to just apply, I'm going to get a mixing tray. I don't do this very often. I don't go away from the camera and come back. But today, I'm going to do it, because I can do that. So give me a sec, and go over here and get my mixing tray. And the only reason I did that is because some people have a problem blending the paint. So I just want to give you a couple ways to do it, okay? So you can go, I'm not washing my brush. I'm going right into my red paint. I'm going to wipe it a little bit off on my paper towel. And then I'm just going to go right in on the canvas. And you can mix right on the canvas or you can mix it in a tray. And on the other side, I'm going to mix it in a tray and see it. Try both ways and see what you think. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow paint in my tray and a little bit of red, like that. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of red to my yellow to make orange so that it's already mixed when I put it on to my canvas. Now, you decide which way you want to go with it. I kind of like mixing directly on the canvas. Because even this side where I blended it, I still feel like I need to add a little bit more red. Okay, so the important thing is that we're bringing these brush strokes clear across the trace. Okay, because you want a nice flow of paint, okay? You want it to really look like a glow of the sun. So it takes a little bit of time. So you're going to play around with it. You don't want it to look stripy. If it looks stripy, you want to add a little bit more yellow to blend it in. I am not washing out my paintbrush. I am dragging orange throughout the painting. Heavy at the bottom, lightening up through the painting, okay? Up to you. You might have a different vision, but for this painting, for my reference painting, it's a little darker at the bottom. I'm going back into my red paint a little bit because I want to make it darker at the bottom. And you might have a sponge brush, which is fine. And if your sponge brush is doing funky things or the paint isn't flowing the way you want, add a little bit of water if your paint's not flowing the way you want. If your sponge brush is doing funky things or this brush is doing funky things and you don't like it, switch to the medium flat brush. Switch to this brush. I'm going to save that for when we fill in the lady, okay? So a little darker going at the bottom. And then my yellow. And then a little bit of water. A little bit of water also lightens up the paint a little bit. Adds a little blending. Helps with the blending technique. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm wanting to get up and get more yellow paint, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to leave the camera twice. Okay, so that's what my hesitation was. So what I'm doing is I'm just adding a little bit of water and I'm really blending the paint in because I don't want it to look stripy. Not worried about my trace lines. I'm trying to use as many horizontal strokes as I can. If I want more red, I can actually get red from the bottom here and drag it on the top. Look at that, it's on my brush. Get some red from the bottom and drag it on the top. Almost messed up my space that I left for my sunshine. My sunset. A little bit more water on my brush. Doesn't look like much. I love when it doesn't look like much because you know what? It's going to all come together. I want a little bit more red at the bottom of my painting here. I don't want any white coming through. Now I'm going to take that medium paintbrush. Now play around with it as long as you need. I'm going to take that medium paintbrush. Yours should be clean because you haven't used it. Mine's dirty because I've used it. Go right into my black paint. If yours is dry, keep it dry. Because I wiped out, if it's wet, take your blue paper towel and get a lot of the water off of it. Because as we paint the silhouette, we don't want any water on our brush because we want it to be dark. You might have to apply a couple of coats on there. So what we're going to do first is we're going to outline her. And then we're going to paint her in. And her arms and everywhere where you see those stick figures, we don't want it to be stick figures. We're going to thicken them up, okay? Please don't leave her arms and stuff like stick people. Please. 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 Okay, outline her. You can change her shape if you want. You can make her curvier. You can change your dress. You can do whatever you want because it is your masterpiece. Right? Outlining her. And painting her in. I'm not going to do her thumb. I'm going to use that fine tooth one to do her thumb. So I'm just going to bring her arm all the way out like that. Alright? Paint her in. I'm going to use a medium brush, flat brush. I'm going to use the flat of the brush mostly for more coverage. I'm going to paint her in. When I want to smooth out the line, I'm going to use the tip of my paintbrush. So this is going to take a little while. Sometimes I don't trace this, I just give you all the shapes and we paint it together. Draw it out together first. Well, I used to do it like that. But now when you get into the kit, she is always traced. But there's so many things you can do with this. Like you could totally switch it up and not make it be a silhouette and have fun with some cool African prints. You can Google some images and get some ideas for her skirt, her dress, her African dress. And you can paint this painting over. Like this is the first one. And you can do a whole series of them with really different dresses. Wouldn't that be cool? That could be your thing. Use this basic format, right? And just learn some beautiful patterns for the dresses or even for the tops. Paint them really big. I might do that actually. That sounds fun to me. Just some ideas. I'm always like looking for great ideas. The best thing for me is some good music, some good wine, and a good idea. And that I can't wait to get down on the canvas. Okay, so I'm filling her body up here. Pay attention to the arm, okay? The arm is traced on your canvas. It's traced on there as just a stick arm. But if you look at the reference photo, it has a little structure to it, right? It's kind of an elbow. It connects in a certain way that you're going to have to use your creative energy to make it connect and not just be a stick arm coming out, okay? I'm thickening that arm. I'm making it connect in a way that looks realistic. The same thing with this arm over here. I'm having it connect in a way that looks realistic, not just a stick arm, okay? Thickening it up a little bit. Filling in that pot. And the pot has little lines coming out on the edge. Has a little bit of, I didn't fully trace that part. You can just fill it in the way you want, but you can extend it a little bit on the ends. We're just putting a straight line a little bit. Filling it in, filling it in, filling it in. My arm's getting tired because I'm painting on the angle. I'm putting quite a bit of paint on my paintbrush too. I'm almost scooping it up to put it on here because I want it to be opaque. You might have to apply a couple different coats. I'm going to reshape her head a little bit because it's more of an oval and for some reason mine looks like more of a diamond. So you're going to have to take your paintbrush, pay attention to the shape of her head. I'm kind of reshaping mine a little bit to look more, ooh, that was a little much. No mistakes though, right? Happy little accidents. Let's say you do make a mistake and you want to change something. You're just going to use the white paint and reshape it around it and then go back and fill it in. Like her neck right now, I did kind of big. But once it dries, I can reshape it. Or I can make her head a little bigger so it doesn't look so odd. All right. I'm cool with that. So what you're going to do is, if you don't like the shape of her head, you're going to play around with it a little bit. Let's say you made it too big, or you want to erase something. You're going to wait for it to dry and go behind it with a little white paint. You can keep working on the shape of her head. Mine's more round than oval, but now I'm going to make it like a little bit oval. Well, her head's going to be a little bit bigger than that painting. Than the original painting, and I'm okay with that. Okay? Let's say you want to change something. If you make a mistake or you think the silhouette's a little off, you can take a little bit of white paint, wait for the black to dry, okay? And you can kind of reshape it by just going around it a little bit. Mine isn't dry, so it's creating gray. But, okay? And then you can go over it again with black. So I'm going to try to clean her up just a smidge. Remember, make her yours. You want to make her bigger? You want to make her head bigger? Make her head bigger. My head's bigger. And that area that I did and it turned gray, no fear. I'm just going to go over it again with white. Clean her head up a little bit more. Change the shape of it if I want. I'm going around the edges of it now that it's pretty dry with white. And then I'm going to go back on top of it with yellow. And this is only if you don't like the way you shaped your head. Which I had, the reason why I'm doing this is because I've done this painting a lot. And people are like, oh, I made her hips too big, or I made her dress, da 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 da. That's how you fix it. Go around it with white paint. And then you're going to go on top of it once it dries. You should wait for the black to dry because you get gray like I'm getting right now. But I'm trying to hurry up for video purposes. I'm going to fill in her dress a little bit because I can just see a little white coming through. Make sure you make the lines clean by using the tip of your paintbrush. You don't want bumpy lines. You want it to look smooth and elegant. Okay? You might have to put a little bit of water on your paintbrush if your paint's a little sticky, and that's okay. Because you want those lines to be smooth for the silhouette. A little bit of water helps the flow of the paint, so you can always put another coat so you can keep that opaque black. Okay? I'm going to go over her arm just a little bit. And I'm going to go clean up. I want her arm to be a little bit skinnier. So I'm putting a little bit of white paint on my brush. First I'm going to wash my brush out a little bit because I keep getting gray on there. I swish it around the water, wipe it off on my paper towel. I'm going to take a little bit of white paint and I'm going to make her arm just a little thinner, more elegant looking. Now this is only if you don't like your arm. That's what I'm doing right now. I didn't like my arm, so I'm making it thinner by going over it with white, and then I'm going to fill it a little bit of, once it dries, I'm going to go over it with yellow. So I thinned out, that's how you thin out the arm a little bit. If you want to thin it out, use the white to thin it out, a little bit of yellow to blend it back in. There are no mistakes. Acrylic paints are so easy to work with because you can fix almost anything. Once it dries and you put some white paint on top. Remember I had her head a little bit too fat? I had her arm a little bit too fat, so that's how I fixed that. I never call them mistakes. I always say if it's something that you don't like. So now I'm going to take my black paint and cover up that white. I'm just being very careful, a little bit of black at a time. I'm a little bit more happy with that. Okay? And put a little bit more yellow around her body. I'm like, where's all my yellow paint at? It's in my mixing tray. That's why I can't find it. So in my mixing tray, I'm going to pick up some of this yellow. And I'm going to go around her because I don't want white around her like that. You might like it. I don't like it. So I'm just kind of filling her in. You might even be able just to use water and blend the color out in. Okay? So what are we going to do with that? My pot, I want to fix a little bit too. Looks like that one edge is falling down, and I want it to look like it's falling down. You can also use a white paint, change the shape of the pot. Right? So that little area right there on the top of the pot, if I don't like it, I'm just going to take a little bit of white paint and kind of reshape it a little bit. So I hope you're getting an idea what the white paint is for. So since I'm using white paint, I have white paint on my brush. I'm going to go ahead and do that sun, and I'm just going to put a circle. It's just a circle. That's all it is. You can drag some yellow into it to create that glowing effect. But it's just a circle. You do actually want to soften around the edges with a little yellow paint, because you don't want it to be a big white blob. You know what I mean? We don't want a big white blob as the sun. We want some blending going on. So it actually looks like the sun is glowing, right? So drag a little bit of yellow around the edges of your white sun. You can even drag a little yellow in the center of the sun. You did? So this is very not finished. You need to put another coat of black. You need to clean up the lines. You need to work on your sunshine, your glow of your sun. Lots of work to be done here, but you have the lay of the land, 90% finished. Just work your way around her, clean up the lines. You're going to take your small, tiny paintbrush, give her some earrings. I almost forgot that. Maybe hoops if you want, but there's just lines, straight lines that kind of look like earrings. Kind of off to the side. Take a look at your reference photo. Put her some earrings on there. I'm doing this with the fine tipped brush. Putting some earrings. If you're feeling brave, draw some hoops. That'd be good. And I'm also going to use this fine tooth to put her thumb on there and give her hand a little character. She's cute! I'm sorry, I get all excited and stupid. Okay, so African pot. Work on her, clean up the lines, add another coat of black paint so that she's totally opaque. Blend a little bit. Should take you another hour probably. Enjoy your wine, enjoy your music, and don't forget to post and tag me. If you have my personal number, text me your painting. That is so fun when I'm going throughout my day and then I just get a random text of somebody's painting. It makes me so happy. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it brightened up your day. Be safe out there. And I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Angelique Paints. See you next time.